I'm your host, Most Local 23. You're joining me for At Any Price, Chapter 17. Takes you an hour to recover from the shock of seeing him again so suddenly. It's obvious he's here to see you. You check the reservation book your mom keeps at the front desk. He's checked in alone. The only reason he'd leave Lindsay behind is to confront you, but why? What more was there to say between us that hadn't already been said? Adam's not the type to rub salt in wounds. Or at least I would have thought so before that display at his office. Whatever his reasons, I'm going to keep my mom from getting involved. With any luck, he'd leave and she'd never know that there is a history between us. Unfortunately, getting to that point will prove tricky. All the awkward conversation at dinner is conducted entirely through your mother. Me as a medical student. Not yet. Well, she will be once she aces that big test that's coming up. One saving grace is Adam isn't asking sham questions he already knows the answers to. I understand that you have some wonderful back country around here, even off the PCT. Oh yes, great hiking or riding. Do you ride, Mr. Drake? No, not at all. I think I can count on one hand the number of times I've been on a horseback. Shit, I need an excuse so he doesn't get a guided ride from me. Well, if you're interested, we have some great horses for beginners. Mia used to take guests on sunset rides. Oh, I hate you, Mom. Uh-oh. Oh, that sounds a wonderful idea. But how about a hike this evening, Mia? Do you hike? I do, but I have some cleaning in the stables to take care of. I'd love to, but there's still some muck in the stables I need to clean out. Oh, don't worry about that, Mia. You can take care of it in the morning. Damn it, Mom. I'm more of a runner, though. Ah, perfect. So am I. It would be fun. Do you know any great views? Why don't you take him up to the Vista spot you love so much? Sometimes I wish I could shut her the hell up, or tell her to. Adam looks supremely satisfied with like a bear that just had dug into a picnic basket. Hey, boo boo. Let's go in the morning. For now, I'll go to bed. Adam leaves to his room to turn in for the night. I'm sorry, did I put you on the spot back there? No, Mom. No, not at all. Are you okay taking him out for a run? Here's my chance to back out. Maybe I can tell her I thought Adam looked suspicious, but it might make Mom suspect something, and I'd really prefer she not find out the truth. And curiosity is gnawing at me. I'll be able to get some answers when we're alone. Sure, no problem. Mia, I don't know what's been up with you lately, but can I ask you to put a little extra effort with this guest? He's a CEO for a company down in Orange County, and he's mentioned possibly going and doing some retreats up here. I know you don't schmooze, but just, turn on your sunny personality. I know it's in there somewhere. Sure thing. The next morning, you take Adam out for a run. There's no way you're going to outrun him. He's a human cheetah. Maybe you could lose him on one of the upper trails, but Mom might get pissed. Having her first post-renovation cabin guest die of dehydration in the Kahlua Mountains? Not a great look. Maybe you could get away with just pushing him into a cactus patch. You're stuck with him for the run, but you don't have to be nice to him. You set off, unfortunately. He lets you take the lead. As soon as you get a safe distance from the house, you stop. He's not even winded. Ass. That and you gave him the view of your ass, I'm just saying. What's wrong? You being here is suspicious. Isn't it a little suspect that you take a vacation at my mom's ranch after we broke up? I don't suppose you'd believe it was a coincidence? Not a chance. Why are you here? Can we at least walk while we talk? Sweep your arms towards the path in front of you as if to sarcastically say, after you. He matches your pace, so you walk shoulder to shoulder. I talked to Heath last week. Oh, you're buddies now. No more Bowman. He needs to mind his own damn business. He was being a good friend, a concerned friend. What has him so concerned? If he told you that I was shriveling into nothingness while here pining away for you, he's a damn liar. Not at all. So what did he say? He said that you moved away, that you were thinking of backing out of your exam. Damn Heath, he forced this. Adam wouldn't have even shown up if he didn't feel responsible. Why do you care if I take it or not? I thought you were through with me. Maybe I feel responsible for your plans not going through. Well, don't. It's my life and my decision. So are you going to take the test? Of course. I already paid for the damn thing and it wasn't cheap. Good. Yeah, so now that your guilt is alleviated, you can get back to your life down there. I've got other things to do than to take care of around here than rather than babysit a fake guest. Besides, you're getting my mom's hope up that people want to stay here again. I was honestly interested in staying here, and I am planning a legitimate segment hike. You honestly want to take a month away from your work and your computer to do that? Maybe longer. And maybe I'm the Queen of England. The two of you walk in silence until you hit the summit of the trail. Since we are going to be on the same premises together for the next few days, truce? I'm perfectly nice to you. Just stop trying to get me alone. We don't have anything to say to each other. Really? Nothing at all? Except that I honestly hope that you and your family are well. Thank you, they are. And hope you find happiness. I hope you do more self-examining. It's interesting how the choices are all the same cost. I do like that. It seems like they've normalized things. I hope if you're taking time off, it goes well. If you are serious about not working, I hope it goes well for you. Thanks. And that it makes you happy. I think you deserve happiness, Adam. I'm glad you finally realized you won't find it behind a desk. You turn to leave, but he reaches out for your arm to stay you. I'm serious. I took a leave of absence from the company. Shut up. For how long? As long as it takes to prove to myself that I can do it. Adam doing an indefinite leave of absence. That's wow. Maybe he's taking it harder than I thought. And how is that working out for you? Any withdrawal symptoms yet? He doesn't seem to have a sense of humor about it. He's actually serious. Yeah, I know how he feels. I've quit a few things in my life too that were good, but yeah, getting away from them, it hurts. There you go again, Mia, putting your foot in as usual. Well, I'm glad you did it, and I'm glad you're happy, and I'm glad you found someone. Turn and break into a run. You only had enough courage for that one statement, and you hope he doesn't catch up. He does, and when you reach the bottom of the hill, he stops you. Are you? Huh? Are you really glad I found someone? Hell no, I can't say that and preserve my dignity. Mia, I'm not really with someone. Excuse me? There hasn't been anyone since you, and I'm not with Lindsay. But I was pissed. Lindsay had come down to the complex to have lunch. When my assistant said you were there, I was seeing her out. But when I saw that package on the table, I was angry and I wasn't thinking straight. And I did that to Lindsay to hurt you. Oh, basically you didn't use your brain. Mission freaking accomplished then. The weirdest part is how relieved you feel by that, and then angry. How many times have you replayed that scene in your mind? How many times had you pictured them together as lovers, twisting the knife in yourself? I'm sorry. I doubt I could reply even if I wanted to. Mia. He would have reached for your arm, but you stepped away and ran all the way back to the house. When you stop, you don't run for the door. Instead, you linger at the front porch, glancing at the glow coming from behind the blinds in the window. You don't say anything, but you don't move from your spot either, still breathing heavily. In spite of the churning emotions, you like having him here with you. The pain was sharper, more acute, but he was here. He takes a hesitant step towards you. God, I want him to touch me. Hurting you wasn't the only reason I did it. I wanted to prove to myself and you that you cared. He moves a step closer and reaches up to run his thumb along your jaw. You back away, he follows. You do care, don't you, Mia? I avoid the question. You you can't come here and say that and Mia. Close your eyes and swallow, trying to summon up every ounce of anger and annoyance you feel for this man. But his thumb, A tiny touch along my jaw made me crazy and awakened that deep hunger inside. I cared. Of course I freaking cared. It was the first thing I thought of every morning and the last every night and most moments in between. I never said I didn't care. You never said you did either. All right, I care. His head closes the distance on yours. Your mouths meet, eagerly tasting each other. Your body rises up to meet his, your hands clamping around his neck to hold him. With a low groan, he plunges his tongue into your mouth, and together your tongues dance. I want the same from him. I want to know he cares. When he reaches for your waist, you pull your head away, through everything in the you screams in protest. I'm not ready for more, not yet. Maybe not ever. I need time to think, time to breathe. He was breathing heavily again, and his arousal presses against you, and you tremble. My body wants to answer that siren's call. I know exactly what kind of pleasure I can expect in his arms and his bed. It takes every ounce of my willpower to resist. You only came because you felt guilty about not taking the test. No, but it did give me an excuse. Since when have you needed an excuse? I've never done this before. I can tell. Mia, I owe you an apology for what happened in my office. It was an asshole thing to do, and I knew it the minute I did it. And I am so damn sorry. Drawing a shivery breath, you're so confused. Hurricane Adam is stirring up the swirling force of nature around me. It's catching me up in high-speed winds and dangerous tidal currents. I think I need to think about what he's telling me. I need a quiet place to be alone. Good night, Adam. He pauses, then releases you. He steps back with a clear reluctance. Have a good day. You fumble in through the front door on shaky legs. So, how'd he like the trail? He thought it was great. He liked it. It went great. Gonna go study now. Your mom gives you an awkward, suspicious look. Mia. Okay, see you tomorrow. Unfortunately, there's no way you can study. You toss the book to the floor and press the heels of your hands to your eyes. You can't get Adam's words out of your mind. I did care. It was true, and he knew damn well the truth of that. But how much did I care, and how much did he care, and what was this? Could it be? No, 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 it couldn't be because I refused to allow it. That stun with Lindsay has guided me, and that was what scared me most of all. I'd given him the power to do it to me. Loving someone means giving them the power to crush you, putting the tenderest, most delicate part of yourself in the palm of someone else's hand. You damn the unshed tears on your lids. You hate being like this, being a crybaby. I think he's here to mess with me. He had no right to come barreling in to wreak havoc on my emotions like this. Just when I thought I might be able to sort things out. Just when I'd been trying to pull things together, become a stronger person. But he seems to be doing the same with his life. Forcing himself to walk away from work, that must have been painful. But how am I supposed to withstand the next 6 days with him being around? The solution, I think, is being cordial but distant. I let him get too close today, but I won't make the same mistake again. I can never allow anyone to have that kind of power over me ever again. Your resolve strengthened, you turn off the light and lay there for the next 3 hours, sleepless. The next day at breakfast, you and Adam don't speak much. Thank heaven for small mercies. Instead, he gets in his new hybrid electric and heads towards Anza to explore. In all honesty, I didn't know what could possibly keep him longer than an hour or so. Anza has little law for the casual tourist. Perhaps I'll get Mom to suggest a visit to Anza Borrego State Park tomorrow. It'll keep him away and out of my hair for the entire day if he sets out after breakfast. You help Mom clean up the breakfast dishes, but she's got a weird smile on her face. So, that Mr. Drake is a handsome man. Oh, God damn it. Mom, shut up. Yeah, I guess so. You guess so. What are you, blind? If he were a few years older. Ew, Mom has the hots for Adam? Gross. Mom, come on. I'm just saying, if a guy like that doesn't get your motor running, maybe you might want to get an appointment with Dr. Marlborough. Or maybe men just aren't your thing, which is fun. Don't go all cougar on me, Mom, please. She shrugs and laughs at you. You leave the kitchen for the stables, ready to throw yourself into work for the day. He's gone most of the morning and doesn't return until after lunch. On his way back in, he walks near the arena, where you're lunging on one of the horses. Howdy, cowgirl. I... Ignore him. Say nothing and ignore him. At first he lingers, waiting for a reply. You don't acknowledge his presence. You keep on lunging. He gets the message and leaves you alone. A few hours later, your mom appears in your room with towels. Can you run these over to the Roy Rogers? Mr. Drake's out on a trail. Isn't that normally your job? I need to do some touch-ups on the other guest rooms. All right. The thought of going into his cabin, possibly being seen entering his bedroom. You run over as quickly as you can with the stack, knock on the door, wait, knock again. With no answer is forthcoming, you use the master key with some relief and enter. You leave the fresh towels on the counter in the bathroom and gather up a few of the used ones. Collect some empty water bottles to recycle and take the opportunity to tidy up a little. As you grab one of the bottles, you inadvertently knock over a stack of papers that fall to the floor. Shit. Throw the towels and bottles just outside the front door and go back inside to pick up the papers. You gather them and then reorder them and try not to look and violate his privacy. Most of them are trail guides and takeout menus. You see the unfolded sheaf of papers with a letterhead from the Pullman's law office, your mom's lawyer. This was the same lawyer, one of only two in town, who had officiated the paperwork for your mom's anonymous benefactor, the one who had invested in the ranch as a silent partner. Now you have to find out why Adam has your mom's paperwork. As you read on, you discover this isn't your mom's paperwork, it was Adam's. Adam was mom's benefactor. He signed the papers today. Your heart thumps so hard it's painful. The deal had been initiated before the auction, weeks before you'd even met the person. You feel like the coyote in that old cartoon who'd had the floor sawed out from underneath him. Wile E. Coyote, by the way, in case anyone never watched, Bugs Bunny and whatnot. You stood there waiting for the fall. The room spins and your hands shake. He lied to you again. What else is he hiding, and why would he do this? Really? Well, I know if I click continue, the ad will pop up, so we'll leave it here. I mean, he was your friend. Remember this. Okay, so before the auction happened, he was your friend. He knew you were going through a really hard time. He knew you were going through shit. And people try and outreach and help people. And no shocker, I've done it most of my life. And he wasn't expecting anything in return. He was doing something nice to help. As plain as simple as I can get. You want to make a difference in people's lives, and you want to make a difference in whatnot, and that's what he seems like he was doing. He was being genuine. So, I mean, this has been an ongoing thing, and if anything, it kind of generates kind of sympathy for you being a complete a-hole. So without further ado, hope you all did enjoy the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. And yes, a few comments were shocked that I uploaded chapters today. I mean, I'm like I said, again, I plan on getting back into the swing of things ever so slowly. I'm not going to go full swing. We've got a metric ton of content that I've been doing on Twitch. We'll be streaming actually here later today, Choices. We'll also be streaming Kingdom Hearts. Pretty much if you guys know Kingdom Hearts or don't know, you should really check it out. It's a game involving Mickey Mouse, pretty much the whole entire Disney arena, all their franchises and whatnot. It's a fantastic game. We'll pretty much be doing a lot of it. Head over to the channel to find out what, and you can, hey, head over to our Discord. That's down in the description below. You can chat with me as well as many others. And without further ado, I'll catch you all next time. Peace.